Hello friends, welcome back to Sunshine and Chaos Budgeting. This morning I thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to clean up this griddle. I cooked on it yesterday and made some flour tortillas, and there's a little bit of stuff on it, so I'm going to clean it. I'm getting it hot and I'm going to clean it, and then I'll probably put some music to some of this and then do some explaining as I go. But I'm going to cook on it to show you how it cooks. This is a 30-inch steel made USA griddle. It goes over your host stove, and this is very heavy. You don't ever move it. It stays in place, and as you can see, I have a pot on it, which means that you can cook with pots. If you don't get the Pro, those ones you have to move because they will buckle. This one's a Pro, and if you look, mind you, it needs clean, but see how thick this is right here? This is hot now, but it's about that thick of steel, and it's a rolled steel. And I love it. I've had it for over a year, I believe now, at least. And I'm sorry for the side angle, but that's how my camera is going to go. And we'll just go with it. And I'll try to give you the best view I can of everything. And I'm going to be making some sausage and some bacon that we bought from this big haul that we did from Bryant Beef. This is a family-owned company. I put their phone number on my last video showing our refrigerator and freezer after we got done. Everything is frozen, praise the Lord, nice and firm, and we're good to go. I was a little nervous because it was a new freezer, and I wanted to make sure we had it on the right temperature. So, and not opening the freezer too much to keep it, cool, warming up. So I was watching it, and I don't know, wanting to keep an eye on it just to make sure everything was safe and all that food in there was not going to get spoiled in any way. Praise the Lord, everything worked out great. We actually called Frigidaire, that's the freezer brand that we got, and made sure of the temps. And we looked up videos on YouTube, University of Thought. And anyway, everything's good to go. My oven just came to temp. I'm going to be doing some different things this morning. I thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to be making some biscuits. What else? With us having no job right now, there's no income. I'm using still what we have in the house. Praise the Lord, now we have meat. Before that, we didn't have a lot, so we were stretching everything. But one of the things I've kind of went back to is making my own breads, tortillas. So this morning I'm going to try my hand again at biscuits. I hope they turn out nice and tender. I always overwork the dough. But I'm no professional, but I do enjoy cooking. And I love to learn new recipes. So, we're going to see how it goes. Anyway, so I'll probably get my apron on. Every time I turn on my camera, I've got a cough. It's the heat. It's making me cough. But I'm going to get my apron on and we'll get to work. Okay, friends. Hello, I'm back. I had to grab some stuff. I have some self-rising flour. I'm going to do 2 cups. I have my milk, and I have Crisco somewhere. And I'm going to follow the instructions of this to the best of my ability. I have this, you can find these on Amazon, just look for these. It's a French mixer type thing if you're interested. And also I have this, it's a fork pastry blender. These are also on Amazon. I might be able to find the links in my old purchases if you're interested. But we're going to get started. I hope y'all are having a good morning so far and that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to sift my flour to get the lumps out. This is 1 cup and I'm doing 2. Self-rising flour already has your leveling agents in it to make it rise, just in case you don't know. So I don't have to add anything else to this, but look at all those lumps that are in there. I can just press those through so I don't waste the flour. I had this in my freezer. Let's do another cup. put it in here so I don't make a mess. This morning I'm going to be cooking some bacon from the haul we did from Bryant Beef and some sausage. We won't eat all of, look at all those lumps, see them? We wouldn't want them in our biscuits. That'd be harder to work out. So it's good to sift your flour if you can. And then what don't go through this, when I press it in, I'm just gonna toss. And there was still a little bit of residue of flour that was too crystallized or whatever. All right, so now I'm gonna take about, it says 2 to 3 tablespoons of shortening, so I'm just gonna use 3. And y'all, health-wise, they're learning that your seed oils are harder on your system than to use actual lard and animal fat. That's what tallow is. I had Ellie on Earth ask me what tallow is. Tallow is actually animal fat. It's from beef, and you render it and you cook with it. And you can also process it, cook it down, process it, make it into a liquid, and then let it become a solid. And they are definitely finding that instead of vegetable oils and things like that, it's better to use animal fat product. Our body does better with it. Okay, so I'm gonna use this fork that I showed you. It's a pastry blender. And I'm gonna blend this all into my flour and make little peas. I am gonna work really hard at not overworking my dough, because I have a tendency to do that and I get tough biscuits. I'm not a professional. I'm just cook for Bobby and I used to cook for a big family of 4 children, and they live far away, so we don't get to see them as often. I can take my glasses off. I only need them to read. Do that. And so I'm just keeping you on the bowl. I'm hoping that you can see everything. I think I'll do a double check and make sure you can. You know me and cameras, y'all. Okay, yes, we're good. And we are recording, correct? We are. Okay, I've turned my griddle down because it was smoking. It was way too hot. Let's talk a little about that big griddle I showed you on my video yesterday at the end clip. I had just done tortillas on it, so it had residue, and I was so busy yesterday I didn't get to clean it, but I wanted to show it to you with the freezer how we're going to cook meat. And that is from USA Steel Made USA. You can actually find their videos explaining how they make their griddles, and then they'll have contact information on how to get a hold of them. If you are buying one that you want to use pots and pans on, get the Pro, because if you don't, you have to move the griddle off every time you cook with pots and pans because it will buckle. If you get the Pro, you never have to move it, and these things are very heavy. And when we ordered ours back a year ago, I believe it was it a year ago, babe? Yeah, you can do that. Was it about a year ago that we ordered it? Yeah, he says about a year ago. So we've had it about a year. We've never moved it. We've loved it. Bobby will even get on here and cook him eggs and stuff when he's hungry. You can make anything you can think of. And then you can also use your pots and pans so you can make soups and stuff also. So I'm just getting this in here and mixing all the flour to make sure that it gets a little bit of that Crisco. It's actually an off-brand. But since Bobby and I have been waiting on the meat, we've been using up everything in the house, and one of the things we were running out of was bread products. And so I went to making flatbread because Bobby was telling me his pop makes that a lot, and I was like, well, that's something I can do, and I'd made it before, and then I made some homemade tortillas, and today I'm making biscuits with this sausage. I mean, with this sausage and everything, yeah, I can make homemade biscuits and gravy, which will be really nice. So there's a lot we can do now that we have meat again. Because like I was saying, we were using everything in the house up and not wanting to purchase meat because we had so much coming and I didn't want store-bought meat anymore. Thanks, honey. He just did my flour for me. Thank you, babe.
Hello.
He says hi, everyone. But, you know, Bobby was raised on a farm, so a lot of things that, like bacon, he's super excited for the sausage and bacon. I can only tell you, like, he's like, bacon, real bacon, because he says it just tastes better. And I'm looking forward to trying it today. And I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I'm making for breakfast. All right, so now we have my milk. This milk is not cold. I kind of warmed it up a little. And I'm going to make it pretty wet. And I'm going to go to this one and get it mixed in. I suppose I could have used that fork, but this one is a different type of blender, type utensil, and it works really good. Okay, the biscuits are out, and they're like little pucks, y'all. I think I would double the recipe if I wanted to use that big of a pan, or use a smaller pan and cut less of them. But they'll suffice and they will feed us. Eggs scrambled. And I have some soft butter here, I hope it's softer. And then I have some strawberries if we want jam, strawberries with a little biscuit. I'll give Bobby this biscuit. And I'll take this one. And then we'll put some butter on them, and we have breakfast, y'all. This is on my griddle. This is the bacon off of my, out of our new meat. And I'm telling you, the bacon is delicious. It is so good. I'm trying to bite, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to make it with lots of music and just show me cooking. I wanted to show the griddle because some people had asked. You can look them up on YouTube, like I said. Still Made USA griddles. And this, mine's a Pro Series. We're going to go ahead and eat our breakfast now. I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless you all. And I'm going to save all my bacon fat that I gathered up with my spatula. A little laborious. I could have put it in a pan, but it still works out. I love y'all. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.